Gerrit Cole has finally given Yankees fans something to smile about. Something they've been craving since the ace went down with a serious elbow injury in spring training. The Yankees season hasn't exactly been smooth sailing, especially when it comes to the pitching staff, and without their number one guy leading the rotation, the cracks have been pretty obvious. But now, there's light at the end of the tunnel, a real update, a real sign of progress. And it's coming at a time when the Yankees are still fighting to stay in the playoff picture. Let's rewind a bit. Before the regular season even got underway, Gerrit Cole's situation sent shockwaves through the Yankees organization. 2 spring training appearances in, and something was clearly off. The velocity was down, the command wasn't sharp, and the discomfort was visible. Then came the news no fan ever wants to hear. Elbow problems, and not just any elbow problem. A partially torn UCL. Words that trigger immediate panic for any pitcher, especially one with Cole's pedigree. There was talk of Tommy John surgery, and although he ended up getting what's known as an internal brace procedure, a slightly less severe option compared to the full reconstruction, it still meant months of rehab, uncertainty, and a season most likely lost. Fast forward to now, and for the first time in a long while, Gerrit Cole is throwing again. Not on a mound just yet, but he's made his first set of tosses on flat ground, 20 to be exact. That may not sound like much, but for someone coming back from a UCL injury, that's a huge milestone. Cole himself called it a big one, noting how he's been building toward this for weeks. Getting outside, letting it rip, feeling good. Afterwards, these are the baby steps that matter most. It's a clear indicator that the rehab is progressing as planned, and maybe, just maybe, there's hope that he could return next season without missing a beat. The Yankees medical staff set him up with a solid routine out in California where he's continuing his rehab. And Cole isn't just going through the motions. He's locked in. He's treating it like game prep, uploading his throwing program to a platform daily, keeping constant communication with the team. You can tell this isn't just about getting healthy. He's thinking long-term, thinking dominance, thinking about how to come back and be the guy he's always been. Now, that doesn't mean fans should expect to see him on a mound anytime soon. In fact, all signs still point toward him missing the entire 2025 season. After all, even with the brace surgery, it's still a major operation, and pitchers don't just bounce back overnight. But what matters right now is trajectory, and Cole is on the right one. The Yankees may be limping through parts of this season, but having Cole in the dugout, even in street clothes, matters. He's more than just their ace. He's their leader. And if you don't believe that, just ask Will Warren. Because while Cole hasn't been pitching, he's still been making a huge impact behind the scenes. Warren, a young arm who stepped into the rotation after Cole went down, has quickly emerged as one of the team's most promising stories this season. And guess who's been mentoring him every step of the way? Gerrit Cole, the veteran right-hander, has been calling Warren daily, offering tips, insights, adjustments. Basically everything a young pitcher needs to navigate life in the big leagues. Warren himself has credited Cole for helping him find consistency on the mound. It's not just about mechanics, it's about mindset, about reading hitters, managing innings, working through adversity. And in Cole, he's got one of the sharpest minds in baseball helping him grow. Over his last few starts, Warren has looked like a totally different pitcher. His ERA is down to the low ones. He's getting deeper into games, striking out batters with confidence, and most importantly, he's given the Yankees a chance to win every 5th day. That's no small feat, especially on a team that's been scuffling to get reliable starts outside of a couple of arms. That kind of mentorship is priceless. It's one thing to get advice from a coach. It's another thing entirely when the guy guiding you is a Cy Young winner with over 900 strikeouts in pinstripes. Cole's presence, even while sidelined, is a major reason the Yankees' rotation hasn't completely collapsed. And you can bet that when he returns, both his physical impact and his leadership will immediately elevate this team. Of course, there are still questions swirling about what Gerrit Cole will look like when he's finally back on the mound. He'll be 35. He's coming off elbow surgery. Can he still be that guy? Can he still be the ace? Can he still dominate the way he did when he posted that 3.12 ERA across 125 starts for the Yankees? That's the big unknown. But if there's one thing Cole has shown throughout his career, it's resilience. Whether it was bouncing back from a rocky postseason start against Boston or responding to the chaos of the COVID-shortened season, Cole has always found a way to anchor the rotation and deliver. Let's not forget how dominant he was just last postseason. A 2.17 ERA in 5 appearances, 22 strikeouts, and a level of control that reminded everyone why he's one of the game's best. He's had his bumps, sure, every pitcher does, but when the lights are the brightest, Cole shows up. And if the Yankees manage to make a run next year, it's going to be with Cole leading the charge. That's why his recovery is such a big deal. That's why 20 throws on flat ground made headlines. Now, while Cole's timeline seems relatively straightforward, the rest of the Yankees' rotation remains a mixed bag. Carlos Rodon has had his flashes this season, even earned an All-Star nod, but the consistency hasn't been there. Max Fried, another big name with massive upside, is battling through a nagging blister that's totally derailed his rhythm. Since July 1st, his numbers have been rough. 6+ ERA over 36 innings. Walks up. Home runs creeping in. The blister might not sound like a major injury, but for a pitcher, especially one who relies on feel and grip, it's a killer. The problem is the Yankees don't have the luxury of resting guys like Fried. They're in the thick of a wild card race, and every start matters. But at the same time, you're not going to get the best version of Max Fried if he's out there pitching compromised. It's a tough spot. The rotation is trying to hold together with duct tape, and while Will Warren has stepped up in a massive way, there's only so much a rookie can do. Warren's last few outings, though, have been more than just solid. He's looked like a legitimate rotation piece. He's giving them innings, he's keeping the walks down, and he's handling pressure like a veteran. Again, Cole's fingerprints are all over this. From mechanical tweaks to mental preparation, Warren's development this year has been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a roller coaster season for the Yankees pitching staff. And when Cole talks about Warren, you can hear the pride in his voice. He's mentioned how impressed he's been with the way Warren adapts on the fly, how he stays calm no matter the situation, and how he's learning to stretch his outings deeper into games. It's not just lip service. Cole is investing time and energy into helping the kid grow, and it's paying off. That's what makes this latest update so encouraging. It's not just that Gerrit Cole is throwing again. It's that he's engaged, he's bought in, he's not sulking through rehab or fading into the background. He's finding ways to lead, to help, to prepare for the next chapter. And when you think about what this team could look like in a year, with Cole healthy, Rodon hopefully more consistent, Fried healed up, and Warren continuing to develop, it's hard not to be excited. Yes, the Yankees are still far from where they want to be. They've had brutal stretches, their offense has disappeared at times, the bullpen has blown leads. But when you zoom out and think long term, Gerrit Cole's return is the kind of thing that can completely reshape the outlook of this franchise. He's not just the ace because he throws 98 with movement, he's the ace because everyone follows his lead. So when he says he feels good, when he says the plan is working, you better believe the entire organization breathes a little easier. There's still a long way to go before he's back under the lights in the Bronx, but 20 throws on flat ground, that's where the road begins. That's how comebacks start. And Gerrit Cole? He's built for this. While the rehab process unfolds slowly and methodically, the Yankees continue to navigate a delicate balance between urgency and patience. They're in the middle of a playoff hunt, yet the absence of their ace looms over every series, every rotation turn, every tough loss. Cole's injury might not be the sole reason for the inconsistency, but there's no doubt that his presence could have been a stabilizing force in a season defined by volatility. And it's not just about the numbers, though Cole's stats with the Yankees speak for themselves. It's about the way he changes the energy of the entire team. When he's on the mound, there's a different kind of confidence, a different kind of presence. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Rumors have begun swirling around the New York Yankees following a surprising and controversial decision made by manager Aaron Boone, who has reportedly decided to remove promising young infielder Anthony Volpe from the Major League roster. This unexpected move has generated a considerable buzz among fans, analysts, and insiders alike, sparking endless speculation about the true motives behind Boone's action. The Yankees, known for their meticulous handling of rising talent, appear to be navigating turbulent waters as they grapple with internal dynamics that have now spilled into the public eye. While some speculate this could be a disciplinary measure in response to off-field behavior or an attempt to shake up clubhouse chemistry, others suggest it might be a strategic move to recalibrate the roster amid a challenging stretch in the season. Sources close to the team hint that tensions have been simmering behind the scenes, and this step might be Boone's way of asserting authority and maintaining control over a roster loaded with both seasoned veterans and eager youngsters. The decision has left many wondering if this is a temporary setback for Volpe or a sign of deeper issues that could affect the Yankees' long-term plans. The baseball world watches closely, eager to see if this drama will fade quietly or escalate into a full-blown saga. The timing of Boone's decision adds another layer of intrigue, as it comes at a moment when Volpe was beginning to find his footing with the Yankees, showing flashes of the potential that made him a highly regarded prospect. Fans and analysts have been buzzing about his progress and the possibilities of him carving out a significant role in the team's infield. Yet suddenly the narrative has shifted dramatically. The whispers suggest that something beyond the field may have triggered this drastic move. Perhaps disagreements in the clubhouse, clashes with coaching staff, or even off-the-field distractions. Such speculation has led to heated debates on sports forums and social media platforms, with supporters of Volpe calling for clarity and transparency from the Yankees front office. Others, meanwhile, argue that Boone's choice reflects a tough managerial stance designed to keep the team focused during a crucial stretch of the season. Regardless of the reasoning, the ripple effects are undeniable, raising questions about team morale, player development, and the impact on the Yankees' immediate competitiveness. As the story unfolds, everyone is eager to learn whether Volpe will quickly return to the big leagues or if this marks a more permanent shift in the team's strategy. Adding fuel to the rumor mill are reports suggesting that Boone's decision might have been influenced by internal disagreements that go beyond standard managerial authority. Sources indicate that there may have been tension between Volpe and other key members of the Yankees, whether in terms of playing time, locker room dynamics, or differing visions for the future. The idea that Boone is using this roster adjustment as a message to the entire team is gaining traction among insiders who believe that the manager wants to establish a zero-tolerance policy for any disruption that could jeopardize the Yankees' pursuit of success. This interpretation paints Boone's move not merely as a reaction to one player's behavior, but as a strategic maneuver aimed at reinforcing discipline and unity within a high-profile pressure cooker environment. Meanwhile, Volpe's camp has remained tight-lipped, fueling further speculation about the nature of the incident or issues that led to his exclusion. With no official statement clarifying the situation, rumors continue to swirl and the media frenzy shows no sign of abating. Analysts are now pondering the potential fallout, wondering how this controversy might affect Volpe's career trajectory and the Yankees' overall chemistry. The broader implications of this controversial development also extend to the Yankees' strategy moving forward, as it calls into question the organization's approach to nurturing young talent amid high expectations and intense scrutiny. Volpe had been viewed as a key piece in the Yankees' future, expected to develop into a cornerstone player capable of contributing both offensively and defensively. Removing him from the major league roster, especially under ambiguous circumstances, sends shockwaves through the prospect pipeline and raises concerns about the club's patience and management philosophy. Is this a sign that the Yankees prioritize immediate results over long-term player development, or is Boone's decision a calculated move to reset team culture and demand higher standards? This uncertainty fuels speculation among rival teams, commentators, and fans who are eager to see if the Yankees can maintain their competitive edge while managing such internal disruptions. The unfolding saga has transformed a single roster move into a symbol of potential deeper challenges within one of baseball's most storied franchises, highlighting the delicate balance between talent management and team cohesion. As the Yankees prepare for upcoming games. The fallout from Boone's controversial decision to sideline Anthony Volpe continues to dominate headlines and locker room conversations. The situation remains fluid, with no clear timeline for Volpe's return or details about any underlying issues. Meanwhile, Boone faces mounting pressure from the media and fans alike to provide answers, as speculation threatens to overshadow the team's on-field performance. This drama also places a spotlight on Boone's leadership style, prompting debate about how managers handle conflicts involving rising stars and whether such moves ultimately strengthen or weaken team morale. The Yankees' next steps will be closely scrutinized as they attempt to balance competitive ambitions with the need for stability and growth. Whether this episode marks a brief hiccup or the beginning of a more profound shift in the Yankees' internal dynamics, it undeniably adds a dramatic subplot to the season. In the world of professional sports where rumors and narratives often shape reality, the story of Anthony Volpe's unexpected demotion has become a compelling mystery, with all eyes now fixed on the Bronx to see how this drama will resolve. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.